have a lot of ups and downs. What was specifically troubling about yesterday and different than, another down point?
Well, I think, some guys have tough nights, certain games, and it's pretty hard to have everyone have their best game on the same night. You don't see that happen very often. But you also don't see too many times where, everyone kind of has a bad night at the same time either. So that's not the kind of habits or, the kind of hockey that, we accept. And, it shouldn't happen at, game 77 or whatever it was last night.
Obviously this was originally scheduled a day off and ended up coming early from the high school games and whatnot, but what was the effectiveness of coming in? It seemed like a pretty business-like practice.
Yeah, I mean, just, work on good habits, and, no, we really didn't play desperate or play hard enough last night. So, today was just to kind of get back and work on good habits and, feel like we accomplished something here today.
Is there a little bit of maybe a punitive thing or keep your mind right kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the faster you can come back and turn the page and focus on the next one, the better it is. So I don't think it'd be, too enjoyable of a day off thinking about that one. So, it's good we were able to come in and do some work here.
Do you have any extra concerns about the team that you didn't have?
No, I mean, we certainly have to play better, and it's one of those things where we've got to know the situation. We're battling, and we're in the playoffs, but we've got to understand that second would be great for us, and that's what we're pushing for. So we can't be content with the way things are right now. So I think that's the main thing.
So have you put this game behind you already?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's important always to turn the page, whether it's a terrible one or a great one. I mean, that's a game we play. There's a lot of games, and you learn from each one. So I think we hopefully learned a lot from last game, and if you know this group, usually everyone responds pretty well after tough games. So I think we're all confident that we will here Saturday.
It's common to have good periods and bad periods in the middle of a game, but is it frustrating when you can't make an in-game correction and it goes to the game ends and you were unhappy with the whole thing?
Well, yeah, but that's you just described a tough night. That's when they're tough, is when you feel like you're not able to adjust or you're not able to turn it on when you need to, and that's why you have the feeling you do after a game. But at the same time, those things happen. You don't like to see them happen, but they do, and it's about the next one after that.
Thanks a lot.